Hi everybody, it's Sam from Mixed Up Craft. Thanks for watching my video today. I'm going to be showing you how to make this really nice large gift bag. It measures 12 inches by 4 inches. So it's a really good size and really nice and big. So you can get lots and lots of stuff in there. The base has got 3 pieces of card because of the way I've obviously put it together, so it means it's a really strong base. So again, it being this big, you want to be able to put, you know, larger, possibly heavier things in it. It will hold with this really strong base. You'll also notice that the edges I've actually exposed rather than hid, and I've used my edging punch to just decorate it, just to make it more appealing to the eye. If you don't have an edger, you could keep it plain and maybe just corner punch the edges if you have one of them, or if not, if you decide to, you could, and you're more confident with what you're doing, you could stick these inside and just expose the full card. But that's one of the reasons I've done this video, because I wanted something different. There's a lot of bags on the internet, but not that many big bags, and I haven't seen any that expose the edges like this. And I think it's because it does use a lot of cards. So this is going to take 3 pieces of 12 by 12 card. But you'll be glad to know that there's tiny bit of waste. So you use all the card, which is why it becomes so strong and sturdy. I finished mine off with this pretty vintage lace that I have for the handles. I thought it's such a big box, and it's, you know, it's heavy and it's strong. To have card handles as well, I just thought was a bit too much. It needed something delicate to just kind of balance it out, so that's why I've gone for the lace. And then I finished this centre off here with an X-cut doily die that I have. I just thought it complemented the patterns on this particular card. I haven't put anything in the middle just because I'm not too sure what I'm going to use this for yet. I have done this as part of my Mother's Day theme, so it will be, you know, be used for that, but I didn't want to put anything on there just in case it did change. So that's one design that I have. I've also done this design here. It's exactly the same size, same box. I've just done different colours and a different print. And again, inside, this is double-sided card, so it's got a real clash going on, but it's really fun. Spring, summer feel to it. And I think they're great. So really nice size, like I said, 12 by 4 inch gift bags. So just pop those two to one side. Okay, so I'm using, for today's, I'm going to be using a different colourway again. So you're going to need 2 pieces of 12 by 12 card, printed. You can have plain if you want, but you'll need 2 pieces of 12 by 12. And then you will need 2 pieces of 12 by 6 inches. Okay, so that's your third, because that would have been your other 12 by 12 piece of card. You will then also need 2 pieces of 12 by 2 inch card, and this is just for the inside here, this piece here, just to cover where the lace is and just to give that top that extra strength, because obviously the handles are there and that's going to be putting on a bit of pressure as well, so it was just to give that more support. Okay, so first of all you will need your 2 12 by 12 pieces and your scoreboard. So I've already done all my scoring and stuff just to speed up the video a bit more, so I'm just going to talk you through. So whatever cardstock you have, so the prints I have here, I just try to make sure I've got the print facing upwards. With that in mind, you then need to turn your card around on the, I mean they're all 12 by 12, but onto the next 12 by 12 side, and you're going to score at 4 inches all the way down. Okay, and then when that's folded over, that is going to be the front of your bag, so that's why you want to make sure your print is facing upwards. So again, print that way, turn it on its side and score at 4 inches. And again with your second piece, do exactly the same. This one I've already prepared with my tape, and again just score at 4 inches. Okay, so keep your scoreboard out and then use your 12 by 6 inch card. And for this one, you're going to be scoring, so turn it on its side and score along the 12 inch side, and you're just going to score at 4 inches. And then turn it back, and you're then going to score at 1 inch all the way down to the bottom, 3 inches down to about 3/4 of the way. So you don't want to go past this, you want to just go 3/4 of the way between here and that 4-inch score line. And then I'll explain to you, we're just going to do the triangle score there just to give it that on the side detail, just so that you can squeeze in the sides of the bag. So just on the 3-inch, just down about 3/4 of the way to that, from that 4-inch score line, and then you're going to score at 5 all the way down. Okay, so that's all the scoring, and again do that on the second piece as well, but I've already prepared this piece, so you just need to do that on both of your 12x6 cardstock. Then we're just going to burnish our edges. So just work our way around. And then with a ruler, you basically, from the end of that score line down to the corner here, you just want to join those two together. You don't need to put too much pressure down. It's just to kind of help it when you squeeze it in, because you're not going to be burnishing it. You're just going to be kind of pinching it with your fingers just to bend it slightly. So it's just to help it along a little bit. Okay, so that's what you need to finish with there. Then all you're going to do is cut out this piece here, like so, and then just shear off a little bit from the sides, not too much, because you want this to cover as much of the bottom as possible, just so that when you look inside the bag it looks nice, neat and tidy. So again, just cut that piece out there, like so, and again just shear off the side there ever so slightly. Okay, like so. So again, do that on your second piece, so you have two pieces like that, and again that will be the only waste that you have from this whole project, so that's quite nice. You don't have to keep adding to your scrap drawer, which mine needs a good old sort out because it's got tons in it at the moment. Okay, so now we're going to decorate the edges, the pieces that we're going to have exposed on the bag. So I've got this Martha Stewart one. I've used it on quite a few of my videos already. I love it. I have got others which I should use because I probably wear this to the ground, but it just seems to go with everything, and it's really, really pretty. So just using your edger, you're just going to go up along the sides. Now, as I said, if you haven't got one of these, don't worry. If you've got a corner edger, just use that, just to kind of keep it neat. Otherwise, leave them as they are or hide them inside. If you feel confident with what you're doing, then you will just stick on the on this side instead, and then just hide them inside like so, rather than have them exposed. So just do the same on this one. Missed a piece. Okay, just remove all of this. Okay, so that's what you need to have. And I've already stuck my adhesive here, so we'll do the same with this one. So you need to stick adhesive on the, so it's going to be on the, that's going to be stuck down inside the box, and that's going to be your piece on show. So on the side that's on show is the side that you need to stick. Just get it as close to that top score line, because that's going to be the edge, and you want that stuck down as tight as possible. I'm using the double-sided red tape just because it's super strong. So any strong adhesive you have, you'll need for this project, because again, because of the size of the bag, if you are going to be putting heavier things in it, you need it to be strong to hold that. And then flip over, and you need to apply adhesive down the sides here. Just bear in mind, whatever edger you do have, edge punch, you don't want one that's going to cover this whole 1-inch side, because when you go to stick it down, if you've got detail that you've punched out all the way down here, you're not going to be able to put this sticky tape because it's going to come through the design and be sticky on the outside. So just bear that in mind. If you have got one that comes down a little bit further, you're just going to have to use some tacky glue and then obviously go around it manually to get that all covered. So it's just obviously a bit more time consuming and messy, but this one here just gives me that nice room there to be able to add the double-sided tape. Okay, so that's what you should have. So your front with your tape on the bottom there, and then on the other side just on those two outer pieces. Okay, so we'll grab a piece of our 12 by 12 that we've scored, so with your 4-inch line here, and I'm just going to burnish that one. This is obviously the inside, clashing stripes with the polka dots. Okay, so this is going to be your first piece, so it's going to be that way. Okay, and what you're going to do is take one of your side panels, just remove all the tape, and then just turn it on its side, and you want to line up this 4-inch piece here with the 4 inches inside of this panel. I find if you just push it down to the edge there and then hold it in place, both sides, hold it down and then just push that one, and it will just fall in perfectly like so. Okay, so then just turn that to the other side, grab your other panel, and again just remove the tape. Okay, and again, so just lining it up like so, holding both of them down, and then like that. Okay, so you should have that like so, and then already you can see if you bring that one up, and you'll see there how that will come together. Like I said, if you don't have the punch, the side and the edging detail, this is when you would tape that side and you would go in underneath and stick down. Okay, which is equally nice. Just this way, I wanted to put good use to my edger and just create something a little bit different. Okay, so that's how we are at the minute. So what we want to do now is get our other 12 by 12 piece, and this time you want to add adhesive to the front, but to the bottom 4-inch, past the 4-inch score line, because that's going to be the base that's going to stick over that, and it gives it that nice finish when you look inside the bag and covers up all of this that we've already stuck down. Okay, so just stick that down with your adhesive. I'm just going to go ahead and get this one stuck down. Okay. And again, just the same way that we've done those side pieces, just line it up inside there. Oh, without getting my fingers stuck. Pull that through. Okay, and then just again work that one down like so. And there we have, so you should have something like that. Okay, so let me just give myself a bit of space, move all these bits out of the way. Right, so what we're going to do now is just start to put together our sides. So I've just gone over slightly there, I'm just going to push that down again. That's okay. Right, so we're just going to grab our pokey tool, and again just take off one of these sides, this double-sided tape, sorry. And what you want to do is when you bring it up and just start lining this side up with your score line here, and if you do that first to the top, then stick that top bit down and then just work your way down, squeezing it, and it will all stick. And then you can just pop it on its side and just add some more pressure there just to make sure it's firmly stuck down. Okay, so already that one there is done. So I'm just going to go and do the other side here. So exactly the same again. So just lining that up and then pinch the top and then go all the way down. And again. So there you can see you've got a really nice finish inside the box. So it's really nice when you're gifting it to somebody else. And then here, just take some side. It's a little bit more fiddly here, so what you need to do is just lift it up and again, just hold it in line with that score line first. Start from the top, push that down, and then you can just work your way down to the bottom. Same with this piece. Just holding it up there. And again, all the way down. And then just push it on that side. And just make sure that's all stuck. And there we go. So you just then squeeze the sides. If you put it all together, you can just manipulate it a little bit. And those side bits that we pushed in earlier. And there we go. So already there you have a nice bag. So this, at this point now, you can, you know, finish it as you want to. You might want to keep it as storage, put some, I don't know, some magazines in. Again, it's got to really put some, all your ribbons and things like that in and store them on their side or something, I don't know, but it's obviously a really good size. So what we're going to do now is add our handles. So you'll need yourself your hole punch, and I've got this pretty lace. This is a vintage piece of lace that I found in a charity shop, and it's dated 23rd of January 1986. Super old. There was tons on it. I've used loads already for other projects and I've still got loads left, and it's just, I just love it. Those who know me, I'm a huge vintage retro hoarder and have lots and lots of fabrics and bits and pieces, so it's nice to incorporate them with the paper craft and stuff. So okay, so what we need to do now is punch in some holes. Now, because this has already got polka dots in it, it's actually going to make it really, really easy to line them up. But you can use your ruler and come in from both sides and then measure the depth just so you get it equally. But what I'm going to do is, I can see here these two polka dots, and I know that they are equally spaced because the print's very even. So I'm going to punch directly through that. Actually, I can't go right down to it because my puncher doesn't allow it, but that's fine. I'm just going to go above it, and then again I'm just going to go above this one here, like so. So if you've got a pattern that's equal that you can just follow like that, then perfect. If not, you just have to measure with your ruler where you want your holes to be. So I'm just going to flip that over, and again it's exactly the same on this side, so I'm just going to go from that one there, and again that one, like so. Okay, so grab a piece of your ribbon or your lace. I'm just going to feed that through like so. There we go. And again this side. There we go. So just try and roughly line it up so that you've got the same amount on each side. Then what you need to do is, let me just grab just a normal piece of sticky back, because this isn't to keep it in, this isn't to stick it down complete, this is just to keep it in place. So I'm just going to take a little bit off there and just stick it along like so. And this is just to keep the lace flat until you put that other piece of cardstock on, and just pop the lace down like so. Just makes it a bit easier when you go to lay that card over the top. So again, just grab another piece of the tape, just pop that like so, and then just hold that one down flat. Okay. So then you grab one of your pieces of cardstock, your 2" by 12" yeah, 2" by 12" card. I've already stuck my red tape on this, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick this down on top of that lace. Okay. So I'm just going to lie this one down. So you just want to pop in one end first and line that up with the edge, very top edge of the bag, and then just work your way along, making sure that that lace is all hidden, like so. And make sure you get your sticky tape right to the edge, because you want it to stick right up to the edge there, and that again is given that a really, really strong edge as well as a strong base. So just repeat that on the other side. So just grab this piece. Like so. Okay, and then this time just measure. I did cut these the same, but if you just hold up your bag handles just to check that you've got it the right, that's about right. So again, just get a bit of the sticky tape, pop a piece on this side, stick that down, and again on the other side. Okay. And that on there. Okay, so that's how they are, just stuck down, and then just get that final piece of your 6 by 2" card. Again, I've pre-stuck this. Is it going to come off? It's been really difficult, these pieces. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this stuff's so static, it's full of static, covered on it. Okay, and again, just then work from the one side first, just hold it up, because this stuff is so sticky. And just line it up with that very top line, working your way down, like so. There you go. Again, super strong finish to the bag there. So like I said, you could pop some tape on there. Those little fancy clips, you can get them in gold and silver, pinks, all sorts of colours, they would complement it well as well. Or just put some tissue over the top, which is what I'm going to do, because I don't want them to be ruined after a lot. I know I like to keep a lot of my gift bags, and this is, I'd hate to think that this gets ripped up and thrown in the bin, so I'm just going to put some tissue on it, and then it's perfect for them to keep and use, maybe use to take their lunch in for a while, I don't know. But anyway, there you go, lovely 12 by 4" kind of reinforced with a reinforced base, I guess, gift bag, perfect for any occasion. Like I said, I've themed these to sit with my Mother's Day series that I'm currently doing. However, depending on what patterns you use, they can be used for anything. So there you have it, 3 lovely bags. I wonder how many more I'm going to make actually, because that was really fun. I love doing them. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit my the like button, and if you like the design that I've done today and you want to see more, then please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, bye!